Hey guys, it's Josie Grouse and welcome to Soul Awakening channel. In this video, we are going to talk about God and how to communicate with your own higher intelligence, the grander intelligence of our lives that we are all a part of, the grand field. And the first way for you to connect with God is through faith. Faith. When you have faith, you believe in something that you simply cannot see with your eyes. You have this inner trust, and faith will develop. You will develop faith. Faith is like a muscle. And here's the thing, if you live in this world and you are struggling and you feel like, well, I have to do everything by myself, and the world is a negative place, the world is out there to get you, all the pandemic and all the conspiracy news and all of the other things that you've been bombarded with, and you try to hold on and you try to control everything. Here's the first step to really release all of that resistance and feel good again is to have faith. To have faith that there's certain divine intervention that is happening right now, that the universe, the nature of life is good. And if you don't have evidence of that in your life, take this by faith. Really believe that the nature of life is good. And when it comes to God, no one can really explain it to you. You have to experience God for yourself. This is a personal experience. That's it. And even just a little bit of faith is going to help you. It's going to move you towards higher awareness, and you will feel so much more connected to that divine intelligence through faith. Number two, another way for you to communicate, to connect with God is through silence. Silence, inner silence. The silence is the place where thought originates, where everything originates. And if you train yourself through meditation to be silent, even just for 5 minutes a day, and then maybe gradually increase the time till 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then you will feel so much more connected to the source of the divine love, divine intelligence. This can only be experienced individually. So get in touch with that silent place within you. Fall in love just with in a state of being. When you are at peace, all is well, you are well, and life is just a miraculous journey. Number three, another way for you to communicate with that high intelligence is through your relationships. Your relationships, when you can see God, the divine love in others, people, your relationships, people who press your emotional buttons and they try to trigger you, and you get all upset and you get all anxious and angry and you want other people to behave differently. So here's the thing, when you begin to change that perception and you begin to see God in all beings, everywhere, in all life, when you look at the ocean and you say, wow, this is so miraculous. God is this ocean. When we look at other people, sometimes we just forget that they are just the same expressions of the same energy. But through our own conditioning, our own desire to control, we want things to be different, and people are not from God, especially if they're not behaving in the right way. So we want to change others so they can behave to our liking. And that's where the magic is. The magic of your relationships is to understand, is to see the divinity in all life, including other people. Now, when you look at other people and you see the divine being in them, That's when you understand that that's the gift. And by healing your relationships, sometimes healing your relationship will be to move out of their relationship. Sometimes the healing of a relationship could be you having honest conversations. Sometimes healing of the relationship means forgiveness and letting go. Sometimes healing of a relationship, you will need to stand and speak for yourself, for your own truth, with kindness. In any way, your relationship is the way that God chose in your life. And when you can begin to understand that, you will see God everywhere. And that's the biggest blessing, when you can really see beyond the veil of projections and see the divinity everywhere you go. Okay, so, and finally, number 4, the way for you to communicate, to connect with God is through prayer. And prayer is a conversation. You are talking to God. You are expressing your feelings. You are communicating your heart and your soul to the divine intelligence. And guess what? God hears you. The universe responds to you always, without exception. And the stronger your faith is, the deeper are your prayers, the more connected you are to the source. And then this is a really fulfilling life, when you know with all your struggles that you are not alone, that you have forces in this universe who are very, very helpful to you. They are on your side. And when things are not working out, sometimes the best thing to do is to surrender. It's actually to let go and let the divinity, the divine force of correction, making things right, will take care, will solve your situation and your problem. If you are communicating, you will have so much clarity. So here you go, prayer number 4. If you have any experiences of you communicating with God, with divinity, let me know in the comments below. Lots of love. I'll chat with you in the next one.